Hey, it's your boy Troy. Check out this citation number 21 of the year. 20 3/4 inches, 4 pounds, 2-ounce smallmouth. Man, we've been in a little bit of a slump a few weeks since we got a citation. A lot of 19s, including one today. But check out this 20 3/4 inch smallmouth. Beautiful fish. Gonna cut her loose. That's why we bass around.
All right, mates, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing great. JL Scott Fishing and Eats. It's that time again. We are going to talk about the Angler Recognition Program for the month of August in Virginia. If you're unfamiliar with this, you can find this on the license.gooutdoorsvirginia.com website. And this program is set up for anglers to submit their citation catches in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It's really awesome. I'm going to show you here. If you've been following along, we do this every month. Kind of took a little bit off in like tough months like June or so. But we're getting back into, obviously, the fall coming up where a lot of big fish are caught in Virginia, okay? So if you're planning on putting that boat away or you plan on putting that kayak away, you might want to rethink it. It is 100 degrees in the Commonwealth or in Northern Virginia in the DMV today. I hope everybody enjoyed their Labor Day weekend festivities in the heat and got on some fish. But we're going to talk about our August smallmouth bass citations in Virginia. Now, a citation bass in Virginia is approximately twofold. One, you can get a citation for length, 20 inches or more, or you can get a citation for weight, okay? So you could take either one of those or both of those in terms of your submission for the trophy catch, okay? We're going to come down here. Again, you'll go here in the bottom left-hand corner. You're going to click on this click here, which is going to take you to the site for what's going to happen. And we're going to load this up here. May take a minute or so. And we are on the trophy catch submission side of GoOutdoorsToday.com, okay? And Go Outdoors Virginia Public, all right? So you can see up here in the upper left, you've got the month, you've got the year, you've got the species and the body of water. So we are going to switch this to, obviously, August because we are now in September. Year, species, as all the species registered, okay? And we're going to go down to our smallmouth bass, okay? Right there in the middle. Click on that. And we're going to do all bodies of water. Now, if you want to just find out if there have been any citations in Lake Anna, Smith Mountain Lake, maybe a river system like the New River or the James River, you can hit your body of water tab right here. If you leave that all, it's going to list all of these citations recorded in the month, okay? And usually it will go with the end of the month all the way back to the early part of the month. And so here we have our first, Aaron Hall, Oakwood, Virginia, okay? When you look at your body of water, which is here, okay? You've got the option of selecting exactly the body of water in which you caught the fish in. You can select all other waters, which means you do not want to designate publicly where you caught your citation fish, okay? So the state gives you that option, all right? So we've got Aaron Hall with a 20.5. James River here in the heat on 825. The James River, that was about 95, 96 degrees. Going into the holiday, citation bass in the heat on the river, 821. I did that again. Let me go back and fix that because I always forget that the prompts on this are a little bit tricky, mates. Don't use your down arrows. Okay, so we're going to go back. We'll use the sidebar because the down arrow is going to shift your to a different species. James River, 2025. We talked about Norfolk Holston River, one of the up and comers. Okay, 20.5. New River, obviously where the biggins live, okay? 20.25. Rapidan River. That is a big smallmouth bass for the Rapidan River, mates. John Sickle, 20 inches. Staunton River, okay? Jonathan Graham. Shout out to Jonathan Graham. Jonathan Graham is competing this Saturday on the Shenandoah along with other members of the Bass Cast series, and he is in an Angler of the Year race with Troy Wines, another hammer in Virginia that has registered 21 citation smallmouth bass this season alone. 21. Let that sink in. New River, smallmouth bass, 20.5. South Fork, Shenandoah, 20. James River, 23-inch smallmouth on the James River out of Lynchburg. Smallmouth bass, Smith Mountain Lake, a 21-incher. There's Troy Wines, Lynchburg, Virginia. 5-pound, 1 ounce. That was about a 23.25 smallmouth bass. If you want to see a picture of that smallmouth bass, you can go on my Facebook page, JL Scott Fishing, or you can go on Troy Bassin Around, BASSNAROUND, Bassin Around. You might see this guy's mug on the intro and the outtake videos of this particular video today or in videos coming up. Smallmouth bass from the James River. Another one, Lynchburg area of the Upper James, 22 inches. Those are your August smallmouth bass citations registered. Now, obviously, mates, these are not all of the citation bass caught in Virginia. Obviously, these are just the ones that are registered in the Angler Recognition Program because anglers want to be recognized for their catches. A lot of people do not register their fish. You'll see a lot of largemouth bass. If you look at the largemouth bass, you will see we could actually probably do that. Why not? Let's do it. Largemouth bass. You'll see a lot of private ponds on largemouth bass. Okay, look, right off the bat, private pond. Okay, that's another designation you can use as a designate. Private pond, all waters, or then your specific body of water. And all the body of waters are listed down here. So you got a 23.5 largemouth bass. Let's see how many. I bet more largemouth bass were caught in the month of August. So Sandy Creek, obviously one of the best fisheries for largemouth bass in the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. Massive bass are taken out of that fishery, okay? Or caught in that fishery, I should say. Hopefully, I hope they're returned. But 22.5. Private Pond, 22. Western Branch Reservoir, 22. Seen a lot more from Western Branch this year. Lake Mead, 22. Lee Hall Reservoir, 22. Chickahominy River, 23. There's an all other waters, like I said, a 9-pound, 13-ounce August bass. Here's an 8-pound, 7-pound bass, a 7-ounce bass, private pond. A 10-pound bass, private pond, Hayes, Virginia. Hayes is on the eastern portion of the state of Virginia. Newport News, 8-pound. Evan Sanford has caught an 8, a 10, an 8, and a 10. Unless he registered them twice. He did. He registered them twice. It's probably a glitch. So he caught 2. 22.5 largemouth. Hunting Reservoir, finally, a hunting run appearance. Remember that reservoir has been stocked with Florida strain bass over the years to build up that reservoir. It's probably one of the youngest reservoirs open to the public in the Commonwealth. 22.5, Lake Connor, 23.25, Lake Connor, 24.75 in Lake Connor. Another private pond, 23.25, 22.5. Lake Anna shows up with a 24 biggin, 24-inch biggin largemouth bass from Lake Anna. Private pond, 22. Lake Whitehurst. That's actually a new one for me. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with Lake Whitehurst. That is Mike Wood, 22. James River, 24-inch biggin out of the James River. Appomattox River, a lot of times known for smallmouth. shows up here with a 23-inch largemouth. Sandy Creek again with another 22. All other waters, Stephen Beck, 22.25. All other waters for Stephen Beck pretty much means Swift Creek, by the way. 22, 23.25, 24.25. Private pond, a 19 and a 22. And another private pond. And there you go. So quite a few more largemouth bass citations reported. Now, again, like I said, qualifier, that does not mean, of course, that there weren't more smallmouth bass citations taken. I know Mr. Wines has not registered all of his fish yet. But as it stands now, there were more largemouth bass citations reported in the month of August for the Commonwealth of Virginia. You can find, again, all this through your Virginia DWR. They got a lot of resources, mates, that a lot of people just don't take advantage of. If you got access, obviously, online, you can take advantage of a lot of information. Fishery management reports, which I cover, the trophy catch submissions I cover, stocking. I predominantly cover the Maryland side for the trout stocking that's going to start here, coming up here in about 6 or 7 weeks. And that's a really great bite because the fish obviously corral those trout fingerlings, in a lot of those bodies of water during the fall when they're feeding up for wintertime. Because the water is cold, and that's when you have to stock those trout species. So there's always a little bit of that action happening. So expect quite a few more trophy catch submissions, I would think, coming forward in September and October. Fall is a wonderful time to be out fishing in Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia. The water right now, water temps right now are about 85, 86 degrees. They will begin to come down here in the next couple weeks. As we get into October, and then it'll be full-born fall fishing. It will be awesome chasing smallies if you follow my channel. Again, on Facebook, I'm JL Scott Fishing and Eats. You can find me on TikTok, JL Scott Fishing, as well as Instagram, and here on the YouTube channel, as well as Spotify. Audio and video on Spotify. So if you have that, you can listen to my podcast, and you can listen to these videos audio-wise. On your commute in the morning or on your way to your next fishing trip. So it's really, really great. So just check these sites out. Obviously, you can earn rewards and all that for documenting and releasing fish back into Virginia waters. You can find all that information through the Virginia DWR and start to get your fish. Yes, there is a small fee that goes towards, obviously, DWR efforts, conservation efforts, and all that to participate in the Angler Recognition Program. But it's a really great thing. It also gives other anglers an opportunity to kind of get an idea of, hey, yes, you know what? We are on the stage with other states in terms of citation bass, especially smallmouth bass, okay, in terms of numbers. And when people talk about states, best smallmouth bass states and regions and stuff, this kind of stuff is just another metric, right, that we can use for helping communicate that along with our surveys, angler surveys, and the electrofishing for what size fish. When DWR does those surveys for their fishery management reports to locate, know the numbers and fish density. So you get an idea of what's the fish density of the river that you're going to go fish, or the lake, or the reservoir. So you get an idea of really how your day. If you're going to a tough lake, a tough reservoir based on a fishery management report, you're going to know that it's going to be a tough, And then, but if you land that citation smallmouth or that citation largemouth, all the more better, right? So that's it. Trophy catch submissions for the month of August, both smallmouth and largemouth bass in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And I hope everybody has a great day. And we will follow up with the next month of September. At the end of the month, around October 3rd. I usually wait for people to get their submissions in for a couple days. So we'll cover September as well. And we'll see what the change is between the summer, late summer, July, August really, and then the late summer, September bite. And then we'll compare it to the October and November bite. And we'll kind of really get an idea of quality of fish, size of fish being caught between late summer-ish Again, because our waters are way, way down in Virginia. They're almost all the rivers are well below averages. It's been hot. It's right now it's almost 100 degrees in places. Rivers are like 2 feet or less. Fish are getting stressed. All of that stuff is happening right now. So it'll be interesting to see how that switches over with the fall transition and we get into that fall bite. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please support your localities, your region, your small tackle shops. Take advantage, even though it's after Labor Day, take advantage of the sale continues for me. If you're using my promo code JLSFishing20, you can get 20% off any of your wear, your outerwear, your fishing performance gear, hats, all that good stuff at hookedgear.com. Hookedgear.com. And you can check out that gear. And you can use my code JLSFishing20 and get 20% off. All the other Labor Day sales have ended, but you can still get 20% off using my promo code hookedgear.com. All right, mates.
Hey, it's your boy Troy. Check out this citation number 21 of the year. 20 3/4 inches, 4 pounds, 2 ounce smallmouth. Man, we've been in a little bit of a slump, a few weeks since we got a citation. A lot of 19s, including one today. But check out this 20 3/4 inch smallmouth. Beautiful fish. Gonna cut her loose. That's why we bass around.